So here's how you know that this man sees you as his wife and not just the flavor of the month. When a man is serious about you, that man is not playing. He is curating. You will start becoming his life strategy. He's going to start noticing things that you won't even realize, far beyond how cute you look in that dress of yours. I'm sure you look chef's kiss. But that man is also noticing things like how you carry yourself in a crisis. He's going to start asking you very particular questions. And these questions are going to be something like, so what kinds of things stress you out? He's going to ask you things like, what have you been dreaming of doing one day? And that is not a game whatsoever. That is a man that's truly putting in the groundwork where he sees potential for a long-term proper partnership. Do not confuse that with control, because control says, I want you to change. When a man who's a good man sees a future with you, he says things like, I want to grow with you. That kind of change. You're going to hear him say things like, I saw this opportunity, honey, and I thought of you. I think you would be great at that. Or he might even say things like, this week has been really tough for you, and I'm very proud of you. You handled it like a boss. Because he is your biggest fan, and he's also going to be your accountability partner. And let's flip that, because we have to be very clear. Some guys will talk to you like they're auditioning to be that partner in your perfect rom-com story, because they've watched the movie a million times and they know those lines, but they are performing, because when it's time to finally commit, they fold like a lawn chair, honey. And men like that should give you the ick. They should gross you out. Let's not even talk about it, because if he's not unpacking his baggage or asking you about yours, quite frankly, then girl, he's not really staying. Remember, the good men don't just admire you for the view. They are there to build a house with you. If he didn't want you, he wouldn't have kept you so close to him. He wanted you there. He wanted you crying. He wanted you over-explaining to him. He wanted you to overgive, overshare. Not because he really loved you or wanted to be with you for your soul, but because you were so useful to that ego of his. You were easy validation, girl. And that's hard to let go of, okay? And it's not because you're special to him. It's simply because you were so available. He rejected you just enough to keep you chasing, to keep you wanting more. And you thought you were being chosen. I get that. I've been down that road too, right? You think you're being chosen, but girl, you weren't. He was recruiting you so that you could suffer and you could prove your worth and you could perform for scraps. But now you're starting to wake up, right? You're starting to realize that being ignored isn't romantic tension. It's emotional manipulation. And the version of you who cried over breadcrumbs, she's gone right now, isn't she? You're over it. You're over it, because healthy love, good, true love does not confuse you. And you're done trying to convince somebody that you're not enough. You always were. You just forgot that, because he benefited from you having doubt. And he didn't lose a woman who begged. He lost the woman that finally woke up. The most powerful message that woman ever sent him, it was the one she never ever sent, period. She typed it. There were tons of paragraphs that she had typed, crying through. Her questions were there. She talked about her confusion. Her voice was shaking as her fingers were typing. She wanted so badly for him to hear what she was going through and for him to see her. But then she paused right before she sent it, because she realized, what's the point? What's the point? She knew that he didn't ignore her by accident. She already knew that he was ignoring her because he could, because she had made it so convenient for him. And her tears, every time she cried, she could see it in his face. It was predictable. So what she did next was something super unexpected. She hit delete. Every sentence just gone. Every question, every plea that she had written, gone. She deleted it. For the first time in a long time, she chose peace over her urge for him to understand her. And that silence, it wasn't passive at all. In fact, it was her power, because silence says that I no longer need to prove my pain to someone who actually benefits from it. And from that day, he didn't hear from her again. And that feeling, that day, it left him unsettled, because she just left. She vanished. She did not need to be loud about it. She didn't really even ghost him. She simply outgrew him. Closure didn't come from his explanation. It came from her finally realizing that her starting to heal didn't ever need permission. It just needed her silence. Let me tell you what to do when some random girl flirts with your man. You're not going to panic. You're not going to argue. Girl, you're not even going to blink, because the microsecond that you start complaining or acting even just a little bit jealous, guess what? Guess what? You've given away your position to the opposing team. And men do not learn from lectures. It's like, wah, wah, wah. They don't learn from your words. When you start nagging and you start fighting for his attention, you are literally teaching that man that your worth depends on what some other girl is doing. And no, I'd rather have a root canal. It's a big one, but yes, I'd rather do that Truly, because you are the one he chose to be with. Remember that you are in his bed and in his head. You're the one that he made room in his life for. So don't start acting like you have to earn that all over again because some woman decided to act like a fool. Let those little girls try. Let them try. Let them laugh a little too hard. Let them touch his arm. Let them do their best pick-me impression because you are going to stay unbothered. Because when he looks around and sees that you are calm, you're confident, and you are glowing and you could care less, he remembers who he belongs to. He remembers exactly who he's going home with. He's going home with the woman who doesn't chase, the woman who doesn't compete, the woman who knows her power. So the next time somebody tries to flirt with your man, just smile because queens do not step off their throne for peasants. You want to know the type of woman that men never really get over? It's not the one who cried or begged or blew up his phone. It's the woman who left without a word. She didn't have a meltdown. She didn't send a warning. She didn't have any essay length type text messages out to him. That girl was just gone. Because when you're chasing him and you're calling him with the breakdowns, he's sitting there thinking, yes, great, she's hooked. I got her. She loves me. I'm the best. That's comfort to him. That's his little cushy comfort zone. But when you go quiet, when you don't even explain why you're done, because you're so done, that's what shakes that man to the core. Because silence, this is what it says: I am not fighting for space in your life anymore. And that's the moment that he realizes, wow, I think it's actually over. Because girl, Maserati doesn't advertise. Why? Because value doesn't beg to be noticed. It simply commands respect. And when your self-worth finally speaks to you louder than your feelings for him, that's when the game's end for him. You want to level up? Start showing up like the version of you that already did. And it's not a fake it till you make it strategy. We're not pretending. We are literally practicing. We're practicing being her, the calm one, the confident one, the one who doesn't chase, does not beg, and sure as hell does not shrink herself to make other people feel better. When you move like her, eat like her, dress like her, walk into a room like you own it, your brain actually catches on. It's like, oh, we're doing this now? All right, bet. And you're literally rewiring your identity, one confident choice at a time. So yeah, talk to yourself in the mirror, give yourself a wink, romanticize that morning routine like you're in a movie and you are the lead character. Because the more your mind sees you treating yourself like that girl, the harder it becomes to believe that you're anything less. You ever notice when a man has a beautiful, gorgeous woman on his arm, suddenly all the other women start paying a lot of attention to him, right? And now he's out there thinking he's turned into some sort of Greek god. And no, she's dating for personality this time. Poor guy's like, damn, everybody's checking me out. I'm so hot. No, sweetie, sit down. They don't want you. I hate to break it to you. They want to compete with her. Because listen, women are natural strategists. When we see a man with a confident, gorgeous woman on his arm, part of us goes like, what's so special about that guy? Is he loaded? Like, why did she choose him? What is he, right? And that's not attraction. It is curiosity mixed with a little competition. Because half the time, when another woman is flirting with a man, knowing that he's full-blown taken, she's not even really into him. She is just testing that woman. She wants to see if she can take what another woman has, just to prove that she simply could, okay? Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande.